Alright, I'm just done watching the Xbox press conference. And I am fucking impressed like hell. Holy fucking shit! I can't believe how they turned this ship around. Fucking god, Xbox One is just so fucking attractive now. Look at it, it's just like, it's hot, it's burning hot. You gotta fucking buy this thing now. Like I said it all the time, like the Xbox One is the new PlayStation 3. Started off terrible with just every freaking decision they did was absolutely crap, and they've just turned it around and turned it into the best situation they could. They made the best out of what they had, and they turned it around so much faster. The PlayStation 3, it took a while for it to really catch on. I think, yeah, it came out, I think, 2006, and then it didn't really, like, turn around until, like, 2009, 2010. But Xbox One is less than a year since it was released. Remember how big of a disaster it was when it came out? And they've turned it around. Like, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy, the stuff they made. Phil Spencer taking over, he understands gaming. He understands us. He knows what it takes. He got rid of the Kinect, which I was a big supporter of for a while. I was a huge fanboy of Kinect when it came out. He took it away, but I think it was for the better. The Microsoft E3 press conference did not mention Kinect once. At all. No mention of the Kinect. It was friggin' exclusive after exclusive. Timed exclusive some, and some were also included on Windows 10. But I'm just, like, glad they just embrace that PC exists. Like, we have PCs, they are more powerful, but let's take advantage of that. Microsoft owns Windows. Let's make mods be available in Fallout 4. I mean, you can use mods in Fallout 4. It's like, now the Xbox One is almost as good as the PC. It's just cheaper. Okay, so you may have not known this, but I did buy a gaming PC a few months ago. I thought that I kind of felt like the consoles were not really consoles anymore. The PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One just didn't really have that unique feeling of games being exclusive to the consoles, because their architecture was very similar to the PC by what I've heard. So those technical things made me very scared that, okay, everything is gonna be ported to the PC. There's no reason to pick up these consoles. I'm still like puzzled by this. Do I want a console, or should I just stick to my PC? Because right now I own a Wii U and I own a PC. I bought a very strong gaming PC. But the Xbox One, I mean, they didn't announce any redesign. I would kind of hope for that. The Xbox One is huge and it's just blocky and ugly. Well, one thing, they got backwards compatibility. Like, that's insane. Like, okay, I should probably talk about some of the other games they announced a shit ton. But backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. Now I kind of feel like, could Sony possibly be doing the same thing? They've been doing a lot of remastered games. There's been Tomb Raider remastered edition on both Xbox One and PlayStation 4. There are so many freaking remastered games. And yeah, sure, that's an enormous amount of profit you can make off of that. But Microsoft just said, fuck it. We're making the Xbox One backwards compatible with the Xbox 360. That's freaking mind-blowing. Could Sony do the same thing? I feel Sony's answer to that is streaming. They got this PlayStation Now and they're gonna stream PlayStation 3 games. And you know what? Internet, my internet cannot handle that. I guarantee it won't be able to handle that. Remember on live, you could just forget about it. There was no way I could stream on live. So just streaming, no way. With Xbox One, you don't even have to buy your games all over again. I didn't exactly get it. You put in your game, and they said you download it, then you play it. So do you make a copy of the game? I didn't exactly get that. But like, there's got to be some small text I haven't read yet, because it's just too good to be true. And it's supposed to only a select games that are backwards compatible, but that's just insane still. And like buying Fallout 4 will give you Fallout 3. They can keep doing that kind of stuff. There was Rainbow Six Siege will give you the previous Rainbow Six games. It will give them an insane edge. Sony is leading now, but Microsoft, you just turn it around. This fall is gonna be insanely good for Microsoft. They got Halo 5 Guardians. We finally got to see single player footage of that game. It was pretty damn awesome. Nothing groundbreaking. They didn't like really show off any really brand new gameplay mechanics, but I do look forward to that because they completely changed the way the game plays, and the enormous, like 4 times larger than previous maps do look amazing. And then there is Tomb Raider, which is a timed exclusive, so I guess I'll probably, even if I'm not sure if I'll get an Xbox One or not. It's very likely I get an Xbox One now, unless like Sony manages to top it. But Microsoft has Halo 5 coming. They got Tomb Raider, the Rise of the Tomb Raider. I freaking love the first Tomb Raider game. I think it's equally as good as Uncharted. I played through all 3 Uncharted games, and I think they're amazing. But Tomb Raider is equally as good. Now, I'm not sure if I'm going to wait for this to come out on PC, but oh my god, I want to play. I want to play Tomb Raider now. God, it looks. I mean, fuck. It looks so good. And then there's Fable, the Fable Legends game. What's going on with that game? Is it a MOBA game? I don't get it. I'm so confused by Fable Legends. I didn't quite enjoy Fable 3, but this one it seems to be just like a little, I don't know, it seems to be a much lower budget game, just much smaller thing. It's kind of sad that like Fable has gone down this route. But oh well. I kind of wished for like Fable 4 to be a big thing to come out this fall, but I guess it's just I don't really get it. I'm not going to say anything right now because I haven't done any research. But then there's the Rare collection. Freaking Rareware announced 30 freaking games in a collection. You'll get Banjo, or at least Nuts and Bolts. I assume you also get the original ones, Banjo-kazooie and 2. You have to. And they included Battletoads, and they've included Conquer. Fuck! I'll finally get to play Conquer. I wanted to play that for so freaking long. I've tried to play that on the emulator, doesn't work. But now I'll get to play it on the Xbox One. And then Rare also announced a new game, which I don't remember the name of. I don't have a list in front of myself. I just remember this off a muscle memory from just watching the E3 press conference. But it was, I think, something about thieves. This pirate game, which instantly made me think that this could possibly be like Project Dream. I think it would be so great if they just call this game Dream. Just a pirate game, and it's called Dream. The main antagonist is named Black Eye. Now, you might be a little confused by my reference, but Banjo-Kazooie originally started as a game called Project Dream, which was an adventure game where you played as the guy, and the main antagonist was called Black Eye, who later on turned out to be one of the characters in Banjo-Tooie. He also showed off. He also showed up on a picture, on a little picture in Banjo-Kazooie. But well, it's not Dream. But I can just it's a pirate theme game, so it makes me think it's Dream. It's Project Dream. I think it would be so freaking cool if they just call this game Project Dream. Now, yeah, it's sort of disappointing that it wasn't a Battletoads or a Banjo-Kazooie. Last year. God, no, it wasn't last year. But back in 2013, I was really disappointed by there not being a new Banjo game on Microsoft Xbox conference. Instead, there was Killer Instinct. But now I felt I wasn't really looking that much forward to Banjo game. I was not really expecting a Banjo game. We didn't get a Banjo game. But we're getting Yooka-Laylee on every platform that there is. So for right now, I'm not really wanting a new Banjo game right now because my eyes are on Yooka-Laylee. But the Rare collection, that's a system seller to me right there. Just being able to play 30 old Rare games. Now it's not going to have some of the ones with licenses they don't no longer own, like GoldenEye and Donkey Kong Country and Donkey Kong 64, Diddy Kong Racing. So that's a bit of a bummer. But I'll get to play Conker's Bad Fur Day finally, because that's a game I've wanted to play for years. And I'll get to play Banjo-Kazooie and Tooie again. I'm not sure if they are including Tooie. I believe they are. They're also including Nuts and Bolts, so yeah. And that is all thanks to the power of backwards compatibility on the Xbox One. They just freaking nailed it. Is there anything else I forgot? Oh my god. The conference didn't start with Call of Duty. No freaking mention of Black Ops 3. No mention of Black Ops 3. Now, I'm not dissing on Black Ops 3. Not at all. I'm not really into Call of Duty, but I'm not going to diss on Call of Duty, because Black Ops 3 might be a pretty good game. But I'm glad they're done with the whole map packs first in Call of Duty. I'm just screw that. Focus on your exclusives. Now they did have the Rise of the Tomb Raider, which is a timed exclusive. But other than that, I think most of the stuff they showed off was pretty legit. And God, HoloLens, Minecraft with HoloLens. Did I talk about that? Did I mention that? Fucking God. How is it going to scan my table? Do I have to put down a little card in order for it to augment? I don't get how it's going to work. Is it just going to recognize the shape of my table and just render this 3D hologram? Oh my god, I kind of I have this feeling it's this futuristic vision that will never really come to life. I don't know. But then they also have Oculus Rift. They partnered with Oculus Rift. Sony, they just strived so much to make this Project Morpheus, but Microsoft owns Windows. They can make all these bridges between Windows and PC. Windows and Xbox, and just say, okay, Oculus Rift is on the PC. You can use it on the Xbox One. I mean, it's like they make it make sense for you to get an Xbox One if you have a PC, because there is all this connection between Windows 10 and Xbox One. And I'm really looking forward to Windows 10. I think it's going to be a great operating system, unlike Windows 8 and 8.1. Microsoft is returning to the glory days with the Xbox One. Microsoft is getting back on their feet. They had some bad years with Windows 8 and Xbox One on its launch, but they're getting back on their feet. And who knows? I'll be watching Ubisoft, EA, Sony's press conferences, and I'll tell my opinions on them. But at least for now, I gotta say Microsoft's E3 press conference was absolutely mind-blowing. I'll see you later.